Hi all, I'm Ultraviolent4. Welcome to part 8 of Human Gladiator. We're playing the Shining one, it's our paladin run. In the last episode we picked up our second rune here in Shoals, and so we've got the choice here before us of either going into the vaults or heading into Elf. If we have a look at our resistances, you'll note that in the RF and RC column we don't have any. For that reason, I think that I'd prefer to go to Elf. We can get 3 pips of MR if we put on a protection from magic ring instead of one of our AC rings. So we lose some AC, but we have 3 pips of MR, which means we're unlikely to be banished in Elf. The main reason that RF and RC is important, or rather less important in Elf, is because you're unlikely to be meeting some of the elemental damage type enemies you'll meet in vaults. I'm thinking of fire dragons, frost giants, all sorts of things. Whereas in Elf, it is true that the elves can hit you with bolts of cold and so on, but it's much less damaging than, say, fireballs from a fire giant would be. So yeah, let's go to Elf. Quick check of our list. We have so many enchant weapon scrolls this game. We're carrying around 8 of them, and there's another one in a shop. So if we ever find a triple sword, it's gonna immediately be a +9 one. Oh right, and brand weapon also gives it +2 enchantment. So as soon as we find a triple sword, let's go to Elf. That's not Elf, that's Elf. Oh, okay. We're meeting some javelineers. He's got javelins of returning as well. I kind of wish this was the throwing character, because we'd have so many returning javelins. It's crazy. Alright, Elf. Did you know, I bet most of you didn't know this, the deep elves worship McCleb. Well, certainly some of them do. So for instance, when the deep elf high priests smite you, they smite you with McCleb. It's not wrath. They smite you in the name of McCleb, I guess. So, in fact, the elves are evil too. So this is another place that we have to come and cleanse. And I bet most of you didn't know that. So one of the effects of worshipping the Shining One is that your character becomes woke. And a big part of that is just because of the halo. It means that you can't sleep. But you also become aware of these other evil forces that are in the dungeon that you didn't know about. So let's go reclaim Elf. Certainly at least let's purge it of all these evil McCleb worshipping elves. Here's a ring. If it's an RF-RC ring, what's an RC ring? So that's not bad. We can ditch our ring of ice. This is kind of like one of those situations where you always find whatever it is you need in Elf. Look, this will be the RF ring. Seriously? Elf always prevails, I'm telling you. If there is ever anything in your game that you're lacking that you need, just go to Elf, it'll be there, I promise. Look, it just happened. We found our RC ring, we found an RF ring, right at the entrance. We haven't even fought any elves yet. That's awesome. Drop the ring of fire. So does that mean we can go to vaults now? Maybe. It would mean that we'd have to be wearing both those rings though. Well, I mean you can always switch, but still, I've picked Elf, we're gonna do Elf first. Cool, but that's really good for our character. We've now got RF and RC. This might be one of the few times that we do the Hall of Blades in this game. We might... Oh, our manual of armor ran out. In the Hall of Blades, there's a chance that we could find a triple sword in there. Let's bring our armor to 18 and then stop. I think it's more important getting fighting up, and then if we're going to be doing Tomb at some point, we're going to need a lot more invocations. And I really shouldn't have told you that I was thinking of doing Tomb, because already in the comments for last episode I have people screaming Tomb or Riot. I regret my decisions. Elf shouldn't be too bad when we have 3 pips of MR, and also having innate seeing and viz like this means that a lot of the annoying ones, the knights that would go invisible, won't bother us. We've also got full RN against the death mages, so that's also nice. Let's go more strength. We're still trying to get to 23 strength for gold dragon armors. Okay, that wasn't good. I was letting 3 of them hit me at once. I think the shining one, yeah, accepted our kill of the deep elf death mage. Well, even if he's not a McLeb guy, he's still definitely evil. He's calling upon the powers of darkness. Doing death magic, whoa, hello. That's a lot of enemies at once. I really want to use an immolation scroll, but I also really want to keep them in case we do tomb. Otherwise, I would definitely use an immolation scroll there. That would be absolutely perfect. And we're going to fight in this hallway here, and we're going to lose to this one guy. Note that there's a demonologist there, although he's so surrounded by other elves that I don't think he can actually summon demons. I might be wrong, but I think that's how it works. I'm going to put the Ring of Protection from Fire on while we're being hit by a Sun Demon instead of magic. So if this demonologist steps up, I need to put magic straight back on. Ah, he did summon. Alright, we are flying and Blizzard Demons have airstrike, so that's a bit of a worry. But first things first, we've got to put our MR ring back on. He's got a 10% banishment chance without us wearing it. And then I'm going to stop flying. As soon as we kill this demonologist, the Blizzard Demon will disappear, but I still don't want to be taking 1.5 times damage. Oh, that's a, a Hellion. That's okay, he's not going to shoot me here because it's going to then hit the demonologist. So he should just watch on. Alright, good. I feel like I should totally have Divine Shield on right now. Okay, so here's a Deep Elf High Priest. Watch, if he ever smites us, I should say he does it with McLeb. This is way too much stuff. I'm actually really tempted to make an angel. Actually, you know what I should be doing? I should be going to the end of this hallway, and then I should be throwing down the lamp of fire. Look, I'm using my evocables. I'm reformed. Look everyone, I'm reformed. That hurts. That's from the High Priest as well. Has Call Down Damnation. That ignores your AC and can't miss, so that always hurts. Does that use McLeb? Just calls down the wrath of its god upon you, so it doesn't tell you. But we can be certain that it's not the Shining One. So whatever god it's calling wrath down from, it's evil, which is why we're here. This is still way too much stuff. We're almost on half HP, and I don't want to mess around here anymore, so we're going to teleport away. Let's not mess around with this. That was some really nasty vault in there. Oh, hi. Elf Mage, who's now nailing us with bolts of fire. Okay, I don't mind if this stuff is turning up one at a time. So when you're fighting that many scary elves at once. Anytime you get more than the scary elves at once, it's a worry. We're getting nailed by lightning bolts. It's still you. If he lightning bolts, no, I'll just put Aralek on right now. These Deep Elf mages don't have any hexes, so we don't need MR against them, but yeah, the lightning bolt's no good. Especially when you're getting double zapped. I think he double zapped us at least once during that. Yeah. Once these elves fire something at you, it will tell you what type they are. So if I'm being really cautious, which I'm not going to be. For instance, when we see a bolt of cold, I switch to my RC ring and so on, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to. This is two scary ones. We've got a demonologist and a high priest at the same time. I need to just try to kill the demonologist. Alright, good, we're okay. He didn't summon any fiends or scary demons, so that was alright. Otherwise we might have had to teleport away. This is a pretty crazy elf one. We found that sweet loot without having to fight anything, and now we're paying the price with this many scary elves. I hope there's a bunch of good loot in here actually. This seems like some sort of vault. We got some gold and some boots. And an ice dragon that somehow escaped. The only way that makes sense to me is if a teleport trap spawned in there, because I have never seen them escape. How does this make sense? It should be 2 and 2. That's really funny. That's the only way that makes sense. Let's put our RC ring on against the ice dragon. And we're still dying. Yeah, I've never ever seen this before. The 2 fire dragons, an ice dragon, and then one was out somehow. It has to have been a teleport trap. Crazy. And speaking of traps, we get alarm trapped, which isn't too bad now because we've surely cleared most of the floor. 6 potions of mutation. This might be the time to get salty. So at the end of 2 episodes ago maybe, I showed you a brief bit of my crawl sudden death challenge run. I ended up dying in that one. My whole game only spawned a single potion of mutation, and I got the Zot 5 ending that has 10 plus orbs of fire. So I was mutated like crazy. I had minus 30% HP, teleportitis, berserkitis, you've int -4, strength -4, dex -4, scrolls take you longer to read, potions are less effective at healing health. That's abysmal. We're gonna need to teleport. I'm still ranting though. Let's teleport out here. The point is, I had a lot of really nasty mutations, and I only had a single mutation potion in the whole game. And because I was going for the bonus points of winning your game in under 50,000 turns, I think I was at 43,000 or something like that. I didn't really have the time to go Scum Abyss or something, but I ended up dying on the orb run, which was a bit of a bummer. Yeah, so mutations. Nice when you actually find some. We've got 6 this game, so at least I know that we won't get 1. We have teleported into the Hall of Blades. That is a very likely outcome whenever you teleport on Elf 2. Even though this is a ruined area, you can teleport into it, and because it's such a high proportion of the area on this floor, you're likely to end up in there. Oh, that hurt. The RF. I'm actually just going to teleport again. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be in the Hall of Blades right now. Okay. Well, that hurt. What we got? Was it just a scimitar? I don't know, but what I'm going to do is dig like this so that we can at least fight one of these at a time. We have 5 heal wounds, so we shouldn't actually die to this stuff. What's going to happen though is that the air elemental is going to make us go all over the place. Oh, never mind, we just kill it in one. Alright, well that's fine then. Let's not take this too quickly in case one of these guys has lightning bolt. He has bolt of magma though, so I'm going to switch to our RF ring. Bolt of magma is partially irresistible, but also having RF helps you a little bit. Alright, so we're down to 6 scrolls of teleport. That's not a lot. That's okay. Shouldn't be a big deal. And we were meant to try these boots. I forgot. Boots of Running. I was so distracted by the ice dragon that I forgot that we picked up new boots. Alright, well, Boots of Running it is. As nice as the flying has been, running is way more overpowered because now, if you look in the top right, we're moving at 0.9 rather than 1. So this drastically changes your game because you're now able to just walk away from 10 speed monsters. I'm going to put our 1 enchant armor scroll on it. Nice. So now I can run. And let's hope we find a bunch more teleports. Because only having 6 is not a great feeling. Alright, this looks like a high level. I don't know about Vault, but at least Pack, we've got a Demonologist and an Annihilator. Annihilators you always have to respect because their Crystal Spear is 102 damage. What you would do in this instance is dig a kill hole, but we've got some nice natural ones here already. So I'm going to back up to here, and then when the enemies come, only one at a time can stand in this point here and attack us. He summoned his demon behind us. Here's another Demonologist. We've definitely got our MR ring on. Good. Okay, Shining One's accepting our kills. As you might expect, Demonologists are also evil. And oh yeah, he's a High Priest. And where's the Annihilator? Right there. This is like Elf 3, but a preview. Anything else? No. Oh, a new shop. What have we got? Nothing exciting. That's a harm amulet. We don't want that. We also don't need an amulet of faith. Alright. Not too exciting. Here's another one. Here's another enchant armor scroll. Let's immediately buy that and put it on our Boots of Running. And we're going to do whatever this place is called, Hall of Blades now. You get, I don't know if it's only one, but you get at least one high tier weapon in here. So weapons that are rare. So it might be a quick blade, might be an executioner's axe, a bardish, a treatable sword, so on. But the point is, this might be a means to get a triple sword, so I'm going to do it. Normally I don't bother with Hall of Blades, because by this point in the game you've usually found some sort of endgame weapon that you're happy with. And so it's just not worth the danger. You're not getting great experience out of killing these weapons, and if you're not actually looking for a weapon, well, why are you in here? This lightning bolt guy is wrecking us. Okay. Well, it looks like our high tier weapon is an Executioner's Axe of Holy Wrath. That's almost what we wanted. A long sword of Holy Wrath would have been extremely good. Because then we would have even had the ability then to use our brand weapon with Holy Wrath on some sort of range weapon. This Executioner's Axe is killing us. Alright, never mind, we killed it. Quick blade. Okay, so there you go. You can find multiple high tier weapons. It looks like a quick blade and an executioner's axe. I think that means our chances of triple sword is almost 0 though, unfortunately. Oh well. We're going to get another acquirement scroll in our Elf 3 loot, and we're going to acquire a triple sword. Calling it now. Although the number of things that I have predicted in this game, it would be surprising if some of them didn't come true. The number of times I predicted RF and RC rings last episode, you should probably not believe anything I say anymore. We have come downstairs to Elf 3 right next to these stone walls, which means this is probably the end vault right here. Almost certainly is, And right next to these stairs, that is amazing. Dude, stop destroying us. Amazing because now we can just stare dance stuff. All the evil elves. Not all the evil elves. Well, yeah, the evil ones, but also all the powerful, nasty, scary ones. We can just stare dance up one at a time. Because the way that you do it otherwise is you dig a kill hole to try to separate them one at a time, but then it's no guarantee because the elementalists can blow your walls up. But with a stair that's permanently there, they can't stop us from stair dancing. Unless there are air elementals to blow us off the stairs, these elves can't stop us stair dancing. Can't stop, won't stop. Alright, this is amazing. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother digging a kill hole. This is already too perfect. I'm just checking to make sure that they're not dropping any loot. Oh, that hurts. That's the crystal spear we've been talking about. Because monsters can pick up items that you've never seen before, so it's not uncommon for the elves to be walking around wearing your artifact, say rings and such. So you want to check. Let's do a bit of yelling. And I should point out that another perfectly viable way to do Elf 3, much like we've seen in other situations, is just to run in, make a bunch of angels, and then just fight the whole elf fort with angels. Still pretty dangerous though, because you have all these elves like the high priests that can smite you and that sort of thing, or summon fiends. But I don't know, it's viable, it works. Let's keep yelling. That hurts. I gotta make sure we don't drop beneath 102 damage. We have a scroll of silence, so if he nails us with one crystal spear, we can always silence. I'm gonna run back to the stairs. I don't like this. We're too hurt. He's trying to lightning bolt us. It's not good. We reached level 22. He just fireballed us from around the corner. I didn't know enemies would... He's doing it again! I didn't know enemies would do this. He's predicting where we are and then fireballing us. And now he is casting Freezing Cloud without knowing where we are. That's crazy. I mean, I knew these guys could predict where you are, so they do their elemental thing. But I didn't know they would fireball you and Freezing Cloud you like that. That's crazy. It's not quite a rule of Crawl, but it's almost always the case that when enemies can't see you, they won't attack you. He made a fiend, but he was one hit away from dying. Oh, this guy has the Great Mace Undead Hunter. That's interesting. If we're going to do Tomb, but no. No, we don't have any maces and flails cross-training with long blades. Although, this is a great mace, I think. So we'd need 20 training. Alright, if we were training maces and flails, that would be the perfect way to try to do Tomb. To have Undead Hunter. So this does extreme amounts of damage to the undead. Even more than Holy Wrath does. It doesn't actually say. Let's see if LearnDB tells us how much. It does an average of 250% damage against undead. That is insane. A two-thirds chance of up to quadruple damage. Yeah, so that thing absolutely destroys Entomb. All the mummies are undead, of course. Alright, we're gonna get mutated. Okay, I tried to step around the demonologist, but the Nekasek was too clever. We didn't though. I feel like we've seen a lot of... Oh, that guy has a demon blade. I love me some Demon Blades. Oh, it's an artifact. Okay, never mind. Because it's an artifact, it's not one we can bless with Holy Wrath. But I wouldn't do it anyway because we're not a shield character. We trained 20 long blades, so we're going for the two-handed weapon. But a Demon Blade is the blessed version of a Demon Blade. We've got an artifact to ring. Strength plus 9 is probably 2 to 3 points worth of slaying, and then it's got slay on it as well. So this is like a slay plus 4 or 5 ring. The plus invis is nothing, and then our corrosion. I'm gonna keep that. That's an interesting ring. That's a lot of slaying, and that's just a plain amulet regen. Not as good as our current one. Let's keep yelling. We're electrocuted. Alright, too many scary elves coming. I'm gonna walk away. You know what? We're gonna make a divine warrior. That's double sorcerers and other scary stuff. Oh, okay. I just wanted to kill him and then we're gonna run. But then something nailed us. That guy has a spear of distortion. Is that what nailed us there? No. We got smoked by the Deep Elf High Priest invoking the aid of its god, which again I claim is McLeod. And then we got hit by a shard of ice without any RC. Right, so I need to actually run here. I really don't want to use one of our 3 scrolls of blinking, but we're in a lot of trouble. These sorcerers can hit us with corrosive bolts, and the High Priest can smite us and call down damnation on us. Could I just heal wounds? I really want to keep all my blinking scrolls in case I do try to do tomb, but we could so easily die here, it's not worth it. Alright, we're blinking back away. I think it was the wrong choice in hindsight to make the angel and try to fight. Once I had seen an annihilator, a high priest, and a sorcerer at once, I should have just been bailing, not fighting. Can we finish this guy off? Because he's going to chase us down while hasted. Only 16% chance to disintegrate him. Can we lightning rod? No, he needs to get a bit closer, which he will do in a second because he's hasted. Or not. It's alright, our angel will just kill him. Alright, we're running back to the stairs. I'm going to tell the angel to get the sorcerer. Okay. Our angel disappeared because it got hit by the distortion spear. So he got teleported somewhere else on the map. We're 102 damage. I don't know how long I've had my mouse on the screen. Sorry about that. So we're going to go back up. And while I would love to put a corrosion ring on, oh, I'm wearing an RC ring still. Oh, okay, I've only had 2 pits of MR for a while. So he's got an 11% chance to banish us. That's my bad. We should have protection from magic on. Oh yeah, look how much our corrosion hurts. Too much. I don't really care about a glaive or a artifact leather armor. I'm gonna drop both of those. Man, that was nasty. Actually, I can't fight this distortion guy either. He's going to abyss us. Let's make another divine warrior. I'm gonna hope this Deva can just kill him without getting teleported around the map. Okay, he got teleported away. We didn't have any recall ability either. Alright, let's dig. Oh, this is... I was going to say it's perfect because the earth elementals are standing in front of him. Let's go Lamp of Fire again. We completely missed, but he's going to have to stand in it if he wants to fight us. There we go. This is annoying. And we'll just go with our lightning rod here. Okay, we got him. We didn't get banished. It's good. He has an artifact ring. An RC ring, RN plus int -5. No, that's not too exciting. The other RC ring is just better. Oh, we can drop our plane resist corrosion as well. Or can we? Maybe not. The better ring that has our corrosion on it also has the draining property, so it's not one that we can easily switch to. Just in the off chance that we want our corrosion. So we'll drop that ring. I'm also carrying around a smoking glaive, which I don't really want. Okay, that hurt. We'll just reset after that crystal spear. Master archers. It's okay once we get him in melee, he'll keep shooting us, so never mind. They have the no melee tag. This is an MR Dex plus 4 ring, so this is just strictly better than the plain MR ring we have. Where is it? I'm trying to put it on L. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, so this little bit of extra dex helps us evade and have accuracy on our attacks. Now, we're in the end vault. A manual of shields, that makes me sad. I guess it's not too late to go a Demon Blade. No, we're not. We're not going one hand. Staff of Earth. I didn't see any triple swords. We're seeing a lot of staves, but no triple swords. A bunch of books I don't care about. A book of advanced witchcraft that I wish we didn't have to pick up, but we do. Okay, so it looks like no good loot at all. Glaive of Venom. Our dodging's at 12, so we're stopping there. So we're bringing armor to 18, and then we're just going to be doing fighting and invocations. That hurt. Very disappointing elf in terms of loot. The only thing that we're actually going to keep is the ring of Ponusi? That one. The strength plus 9 slay one. And that's not even that amazing, I guess. I mean, the slaying is really good. I mean, maybe it is good. We'll see. Well, we did this in backwards order. We did our Elf 3 end vault, and now we're doing the rest of the floor. Enslavement wand. I don't think that's something that a paladin should be using. Let's drop that and turn that off auto pickup. Enslaving things to your will sounds kind of evil. And I think let's turn off some of these other ones. We don't need flame, disintegration. That's probably it. We can drop those. We've got more enchant armor. I don't really want to enchant any of these things. There's armor to 18, so we're just going fighting and invocations now. Fighting for more HP, invocations so that we can have really crazy cleansing flames. No triple swords. No acquirement scrolls. Feels bad, man. Even more acid ones. Looks like he's got a buckler. Okay. I don't think mages normally have bucklers. Yeah, and that's Elf, which was in some senses disappointing in terms of our Elf 3 loots. but in other senses it totally delivered like Elf always does, because now we have a means of getting RF and RC for our vaults now. Alright, so I think what will we do? We'll walk around like this with 3 pips of MR, because there are dangers in vaults that can potentially paralyze you. Sphinxes paralyze you. You see great orbs of eyes, other things as well in there. And we'll keep our rings like this, so we won't have RF or RC by default, but if we ever see one of those monsters, we can switch. It only takes you one turn, a single turn, to switch rings. It's half a turn to take one ring off, and half a turn to put the new one on. So if we see something like a fire giant or an ice dragon, we can probably switch most of the time and be fine. Alright, let's go do vaults. So that was a pretty quick elf. Pretty straightforward. Don't summon stuff in. That's kind of annoying. I was hoping that I could just kill him before he ended the summon, but that was a no. Fortunately, the stuff he summoned wasn't too bad. You gotta always respect those. Here's a fire dragon, so we want to have RF on. I'll do it instead of the +5 protection. I want to have MR on because, as you see here, the Ogre Mage has Paralyze. So you need to have the RF and the MR. Man. Oh, he's got Lightning Bolt too. I definitely had the RF on, right? Yeah, and we're still just losing to that dragon. That's not a good sign. Losing to a fire dragon 1-on-1. New ring. +4 evasion. That's a question. Would I rather have +4 evasion or +5 protection? So AC is generally more useful than EV, but in this case where we have significantly more AC than evasion, I'd prefer them to be closer. So let's drop 1 protection ring. Where did it go? I dropped the evasion ring. Would this be better? 2919 or 3415? I think in this case I'm going to go with the AC, purely because it's a bigger number, because it's 5 versus 4. If that was a +5 evasion ring, I think I'd go with evasion. It's kind of arbitrary, but I'm just going by gut feel. As far as our cleansing goes, I don't think the vaults is that evil, but in the vaults is the entrance to crypt, which is definitely evil. So part of our journey is we need to battle through this bit to make our way to the crypt, which we definitely must cleanse the crypt. I don't normally do the crypt in a 3-room game, but in this one, Paladin run, we're absolutely doing crypt. Why do I keep getting Force Morse? Stop summoning stuff. I think my game's just lagging out, that's why. Oh boy. Did one of those read a summoning scroll? Is that what happened there? Oh no, it's just the boggart did that. Okay. So yeah. This is partly why you need to respect Ironbrand Convokers, because the monsters that they're calling in can include Vault Wardens, and if that happens, you're then locked in the room with whatever other dangerous stuff. I'm gonna go with Acid Wand to see if we can kill the boggart to get rid of all these summons. Okay, good. Hey look, our Lamp of Fire is already back. Let's Lamp of Fire these guys. It's a Vault Warden with a Bardish. That's scary. So I want to make sure he goes down. I'm going to focus this other Vault Warden. We're actually just dying here. Are we going to die to random deep trolls and vault wardens. No, we shouldn't. Oh, there's more stuff down here. Maybe. I think we need to teleport right now. So we have boots of running, so we can comfortably just run away from deep trolls. Our issue is now that we're cornered. So let's teleport. Oh, what hit us there? Oh, okay, the summon deep troll shaman is doing LRD. Although, can't LRD us in this position without hitting the other stuff. So we're going to keep walking. At this point we're now dying. Our teleport should kick in next turn, but I don't know where we're going to land. And I don't 100% know that's going to kick in, so we're going to co-op for heal wounds right now. Alright, and we have a lucky teleport, I think. Or not that lucky. Let's shut the door and hope no one notices. They definitely noticed. I want to get off the wall so he can't LID us, and I'm going to Divine Shield. Okay, hopefully nothing else turns up. Okay, just that one troll found us before we could heal. Alright, well that got really nasty just because the Convoker convoked in a bunch of stuff. I mean, it was also the Boggarts. Those guys can always make things get out of hand. Get slowed down. Alright, get the Boggarts. Boggarts must die. Get off the walls again. And let's get this teleport scroll. That's a Mitred Deep Troll and a Stone Giant. Okay, we're getting absolutely destroyed by the Stone Giant's Blood Rocks. But we've got our Boots of Running, so we can just walk away from the Deep Troll and heal. We'll just do a loop around. And now we've got an Elf Pack. We're going to have to teleport again. I don't want to teleport again. We've only got 5 of them. Soon to be 6, but that's still not a lot. How about we try a Scroll of Fear? We've got most of them. The Stone Giant's still here. Why is this so hard? It's alright, we can walk away from the Stone Giant. He's not throwing any more rocks, so that indicates that he's out of them. And if we just make a Divine Warrior and we just walk away. Just casually walking away without running. The Angel is fast. So, as the Stone Giant etc. chases us. Okay, that stuff went down. But anyway, as it's chasing us, the Angel can follow and attack at the same time. Alright, we're good now. Man, look how much these guys hurt. If only we had a shield. Alright, not a good start to vaults, I must say. We're seeing orc packs here. So if the prophecy becomes true, we're going to meet Saint Roka here in vaults. And Bio is going to try again to put us down. We've got Convokers again, and they're convoking. Convoker's gonna convoke. Not too scary this time. That's a good sign. Okay, I was gonna say that suggests that most of this floor is cleared already. If nothing really was getting convoked in. But look at this, there are still a lot of enemies. Oh, damn it. I was gonna try to get out the door before we got locked in. Let's go Divine Shield. We're locked in, we don't know what else is in here. Apparently it was okay. Let's not run in like that so they can group up. The normal inclination is to fight enemies in doorways and hallways and stuff. Not so good with slimes though. Not the opposite. Alright, Vaults 2. Let's hope that this level is a little bit easier than the last one. We can potentially find crypt on this floor. Oh, we're seeing skeletons. This might be it. Crypt is either on Vaults 2 or Vaults 3. And there's usually some sort of nasty crypt vault filled with lots of evil, purgeable monsters. He stepped into the freezing cloud. What an idiot. Invocations to 17. Here's a giant orb of eyes. 0% chance paralyzed due to our 3 pits of MR. It's good. Orcs? Is this Saint Roker? Nope. This is a lot of stuff though. We're running straight for this stair up. We're getting owned by Yaktors at range because we're not a shield guy. I'm gonna go back up and reset. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. These simulacrums, I'm fighting without any RC, and I was just fighting multiple at once. We should definitely have RC on whenever you're fighting a simulacrum, because they do stupid amounts of cold damage. My bad. That could have been really nasty. I wonder if we could have died there with a fire giant simulacrum and whatever the other one was hitting us both at once. It's possible. Alright, I want to back up. I don't want to be fighting boggarts if they have the ability to be going crazy. And again, seeing if I can close to the boggart. He blinked away. Can we Wand of Acid him? I don't like this. We're running. We're running with our boots of running. Run away! Run away! Get the boggart. Blinked again. The boggart could summon Vault Warden, so what I'm doing here is quite risky. Someone has a distortion blade. Did I imagine that? Oh, this orc has a trident of distortion, and that is a fake one that was summoned by the boggart. That is a really nasty summon there. Unfortunately, we didn't get Abyss though. Let's back up again. And look at this. Every time a large rock gets thrown at us, we lose half our HP. Whereas if we had a shield, we just block those. Alright, do not want. Alright. Okay, they split. It's okay then. Don't count on it. So when you're fighting the large slime creatures in the open, there's a chance they'll split, but they might not necessarily. So don't just think you can melee a titanic slime because you're in the open. It's like when you're specifically waiting for a phantom to blink away from you. When you're parking it, they never do. Same for the slimes. If you're counting on them to split, they won't. Oh, this is nasty. That's okay. We can fight all this stuff in the doorway. I was thinking maybe I might Divine Shield, but the Yaktors are being forced into the door. Don't convoke stuff. Alright. What's cool here is that I'm using the skeletons as a means to heal. Because when we kill the evil thing, the shining one's going to heal us. So there were a few times in that fight, I'd kill some of the orcs, we'd take some damage, I'd kill one of the skeletal warriors and heal back up, and so on. Okay, let's make him come to us. That's better practice than me just blindly tabbing into that room against the Cyclops. Let's not randomly die. No crypt that floor, so vault's 3. More orcs. More teleportation scrolls are nice. We're at 7 again. Alright. Is this our crypt vault? Yes. Okay, it only had a single freezing wraith, which is good. Alright, so we're definitely, I don't know that we'll go straight in. We'll certainly at least clear the floor. But we are definitely 100% clearing crypt in this game. Oh. We just got Abyssed. How did we get Abyssed? The Deep Elf Mage hits you but does no damage or cast into the Abyss. So that Deep Elf must have had a distortion weapon and I never noticed. Oh well. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for this episode then. I don't want to do Abyss right now, or at least start it. We'll begin it in the next episode. If you join me, we'll try to get out. We might even get a rune. Hey, we get our 3rd rune now. That'd be handy, I guess. Or maybe not. I'd probably prefer just to escape, but we'll see. See you all next time.